Hello there, baby dolls. You are a full bar of Wi-Fi, otherwise known as Wi-Fi, and you are connecting to a phone with 78% battery. Anybody who drinks orange juice would know that Israel invasions are bullish for crypto. Sometimes weird, spooky things happen. Cycles repeat, stories repeat. I don't know, is it simulation? Is it humans? Is it because we just live in the times? I don't know what it is. It happens. And when you can spot it, you get a bit of deja vu. You say, oh my gosh, I've seen this before. Let's see if it plays out again. This also comes from the great Raymond Dalio. Now, my Uncle Ray loves a mean spaghetti, and Uncle Ray speaks about historical events happening, and people who don't study history, they are doomed to repeat the mistakes because these things happen over such long periods of time that people who are able to investigate, they get to see that we've been here before. But what's fascinating is we haven't had Bitcoin before. That's why we are in uncharted territory. Or are we? Are we? The Bitcoin origin story on its birthday has this newspaper clipping. Team Ice Cream prepares to send tanks and troops into Gaza. All right. Very interesting. Okay. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. This is what's been happening. All right. This is what's been happening. It's so strange that these things line up. Is it a simulation? Interdimensional UFOs, unicorn, fairy dust. What's going on? Is it a squirrel who lives up in the mountains with a grey beard? I don't know. These things just keep happening. And when it comes to markets, they are reflected in the prices. And if we can identify that something weird's going on, we might be able to play it, friends. So, Mr. Teska God, very lovely comment. Too much people know about cycles. I'm really scared that we get the scam. All right, now here I am to reply. Same here. 99% of people believe in the 4-year cycle now. 1% of us believe the stock market will dictate it later. Well, in my experience, usually, no guarantee, not financial advice, go buy bonds. When there's a disconnect or a breaking of the cycle, and when the market is about to get shocked, before it gets shocked, it gives you a grace period first. It lets you out. Problem is, you never believe that's the time to get out because the party's just getting started. In a nutshell, this is what I'm praying, friends. I don't know. I'm praying by the end of 2024, Bitcoin's like swooshed up. That's what I'm hoping, that we just go up only and we trap everybody in. Because I do believe if we get that price, we would have euphoria. It's not 100% certain, but I believe that everybody would be predicting 100K Bitcoin, 10K Ethereum, everything's going to be great with all the other positive news. Maybe there's IPOs, exchanges, Cripple, all these other things start coming together. But you got to be ready for anything. If we talk about $80,000 a lot, makes you also wonder, hey, can we have euphoria at $50,000 Bitcoin? Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, it sounds unspeakable. Okay, but now this is where you got to think, man. The only secret to markets is positioning. How many times have I told you this? Also, you're going to listen to this oud. This oud is going to crank you, friends. Let's go. We're going to actually pump it right now. Positioning. If we get a green 2024 year, that will mean 2023 is green, 2024 is green. What I tell you about positioning, people will position based off a linear extrapolation, which means they will guess that the future is going to be green because the past 2 years has been green. And that's what could line up for a big leverage poopy town explosion. That's why, friends, when I make these posts for you, I really do mean it. When I tell you, I do love and appreciate every single one of you. I give you the highest value content, not only in crypto, friends, in the southern and northern hemisphere. 18 months ago, there were 2 prevailing Bitcoin myths. Only 2. All right. Number 1, Bitcoin never drops below its 4-year moving average. Okay. So what you can do is you can go to Bitcoin, you can put in a weekly moving average. Okay, you put on a weekly chart and you can put in a 200 period moving average. And if you do that, you will see, this is actually it. This is it right now. Look, you see that yellow line, friends? The understanding before that was that it never dropped below. It was like a solid support. You see? It was solid support, solid support. What happened in our bear market recently? We came, we sliced it, and it was just game over. I mean, it was really game over here. You see? We're like, oh, crap. Bitcoin is now doing things it's never done before. That was one of the prevailing narratives. What happened to it? Proven false. Flipped upside down, hung out, left to dry. Everybody who believed in it got wrecked. Hey, I wanted to believe in it too. I'm just telling you. The market was positioned for it. You know, there was a smarty pants who tagged me, and he didn't tag me with a banana emoji. He tagged me with the party face emoji, and he said, hey, Tommy, I found this new trick thing, but I have to check out what the market is feeling at the time by looking at surveys. And I said, well, you don't really get this information from surveys, friends. You can't just go into any period of time, for example, Bitcoin, and go, well, what do you guys think? Oh, let's do the opposite. You got to be really careful with this because you're going to land yourself in hot water. But there are people who pack a big punch. You know, around here, who was talking about the 200-week moving average? Maybe you've heard of him. Here he is. You see him? His name, Mikey Saylor. Mikey Chad Saylor was talking about the 200-week moving average. Now, he didn't say, go to TradingView, put an indicator on. He never said that. What he said is, Bitcoin has always been moving up over a 4-year period. Okay? Basically means it's always been above its 4-year moving average. Until, look what happened, bang. So he went on TV, he was like, oh yeah, things are looking pretty hairy, but it's all right, bang. We got our booty slapped. You got to be careful with these myths, friends. See this, that's why you're now thinking, okay, sweet, the coast is clear. No, it's not. No, it's not. Why is it clear? There is one more narrative left. The 4-year cycle. And the narrative is Bitcoin's always up after 4 years. It's a 4-year cycle, always pumping. Okay? You know this now. You know this. I've told you. Okay, the secret to markets is positioning. Every single model has been blown to pieces. First, we even had the rainbow model. The rainbow model got destroyed. Plan B stock to flow model got destroyed. Everything got destroyed. Even the Bitcoin never breaks below its all-time high from the previous cycle. That got destroyed as well. That one was absolutely poopy town. That one broke a lot of people, friends. I remember one of the Bitcoin maxis, Dan Held. I think he's a friend of the channel. He had a private convo with someone, and they leaked this convo, and they basically said, hey, I'm scared of Bitcoin dropping below 20K. Dan, like a Bitcoin maxi, dude, this guy's probably got thousands of Bitcoin. Thousands and thousands and thousands. He literally said, ugh, I don't think Bitcoin will drop below 20K because that would be a structural destruction and it'll be a really bad look. Won't happen. Look what happened. See? This is a Bitcoin maxi, man. He believes in it. Goes around the whole world saying, I love Bitcoin. He's probably got a Bitcoin tattoo on his left bum cheek. It still happened, man. I don't care who your project leader or founder is. I don't care. The secret to markets is positioning. Once everybody's positioned one way, you have the maximum emotion in that way, which means you have the maximum emotional swing on the other way. People haven't been tested. Are your eyes open now? Yes, they are. Look at Furfur. Furfur said, that's my worry too. Everyone and their mother is counting on it. What if Roca Negra is here to suppress the price with futures like gold? You know what's crazy, man? That we all know it and everybody's in denial. Friends, every single freaking ETF, every big launch has been bearish. Why is this one different? CME, bearish. Coinbase IPO, it's supposed to unlock money. By the way, this is the funny part. So we have the Coinbase IPO here, bearish. We had futures ETF launch, bearish. We had down here, they launched a short futures ETF, getting short. That was completely wrong, trapped everybody. But look, this Coinbase IPO, you sit here and you probably think, oh, such an obvious sell signal. No, it wasn't, man. No, it wasn't, friends. Because most people were releasing to the media that Wall Street was hungry for a Bitcoin ETF. So when Coinbase IPO'd, this would be their way to gain exposure to the industry. And this is what they said, as they said, the higher Coinbase goes, the more they'll be able to buy inventory on their balance sheet, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and drag the whole industry up. That's what they were saying, man. They were saying that. Did it happen? No. Poopy town. They literally pooped everywhere. Did not happen. It was a stop signal. So don't think like, oh, well, I'm looking at... See, because what you're doing is you're looking at this chart here. Yeah, what about now, huh? What about now? What do you think comes next? Look at this. Bang. What do you think comes next? You know how hard it is after 1, 2, 3. But friends, you've been going up for 6 months in a row. And now you're on the 7th month. No one is going to be listening to the person saying, hey, you've been partying way too long. All right. You know how I know you've been partying too long? Because you're hungry now. That's how fried you are. Like, you've been gone for so long. Your body's like, you better eat some toast or something because you're getting a bit cracky here, right? That's the type of mentality you're dealing with. These people talking about a top signal now, they got, friends, back then it was the conduit in, the railways, the waterfalls coming. See how hard it is, man? It's so hard. I know you like a hard family show. What about Rocca Negra? Tough. It's tough. The thing with Rocca Negra is we can see it coming a long way away. That's why I'm just saying, be careful. Well, you know how to be careful, right? One, you buy strong core coins now and just increase your bag size. You protect now. You just want to be in before emotional money comes in. And look, it feels like emotional money is already in. But at least you know from this story what everybody is going to have as a weak point. And that Bitcoin's always up in 4 years, okay? So, but I've already drawn videos on this, but if Bitcoin even goes to, look, this is the funny part. If Bitcoin goes to 70, 100, 140, it doesn't matter. Bitcoin can literally hit 140K, friends. Look at this. If Bitcoin hits 140K and drops 70% in 2026, look at that. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the round trip here. That means Bitcoin has gone sideways for 2,129 days, which is 5.8 years, Habib. 5.8 years is longer than 5.5 years, which is longer than 4 years. That is an abomination. We joke about, Hex, you go down, all these coins. No, Bitcoin is meant to be the premier store of value. By the way, friends, this is my friendship scenario. This is literally my friendship scenario. I didn't even give you an $80,000 Bitcoin. I gave you a $140,000 Bitcoin and you dropped 70% because you dropped 77% in this one and I was lenient. Guess what? You still round tripped 5.8 years. You want to know what's sad? If you drop and then you're still like up here, this is a sad part. Look at this. From here, this is like 6 to 7 years round trip, man. Sideways. How disgusting is that? If that happens, I hope we don't get it, but you know what's up now. That's why getting into high growth altcoins, the market is stacked in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm not going to be stacked. Are you? I know what crowd consensus is. And crowd consensus, one, they love stable coins, fornicating with them, premarital relations. And number two, they're absolutely stacked in Bitcoin. Well, that emotional weak money, you can stay there. And when you guys round trip, they're going to be paper hand selling. They're going to drag the whole ecosystem down. We're going to find more opportunity. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button all. Tell mom and dad we are hungry. We're going to have some very nice dinner soon. Catch you soon.